everybody? Welcome back. It feels like it's been forever. I haven't seen you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Guys, I'm going to start off with, that's number one, okay? Number two, Howard right now.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Guys, oh my God. You guys wanted May 4th. Hot Toys is bringing you May 4th. Okay? Before we begin, as always, here we go. We got to wake them up. Another thing, guys, I am so happy that my name is the Hot Toys veteran and not the InArt veteran, because I would be out of work right now. I would have nothing to talk about right now. This is why InArt doesn't exist in any collecting conversation. Where's InArt right now? Trying to figure what out. What are they working on right now? What are they doing right now? You can't compete with any of this. The shills, the InArt shills, where's InArt right now? Where's InArt? What's InArt doing right now for the shills, the ones who support the company? Where is it? Don't mess with the king. Who had bankruptcy in 2024? This is insane. But let's get to the chat, guys. Let's get to the chat real quickly. We got Uncarded in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got Carlos. How are you, my friend? Welcome.
Charlie, my friend. Charlie Brigante. How you doing?
Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Bob says back at Plastic Addict DX. This guy. Unbelievable.
How you doing?
My God, guys, this is insane. Joker J, how are you, my friend? Welcome. We got 03 Mills in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We have, let's see who else real quick. We got Figment in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here. We got Big Dog. Woo! Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got Nefty in the house. How are you, my friend? The Thor in the house. Welcome. Thank you for being here as always. We got Harold in the house. What are you saying? Guess we got... It's insane, guys. Insane. This is crazy. We got Leo in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got Giovan. How are you? Welcome. What's today? Today's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Howie, yep. The king. Where's InArt right now? I don't see it. InArt, I need you. Oh my God, we got Mad Planet in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Joker just says, yeah, I called that. I think I called this. What's in InArt? Exactly. InArt is like leap year. They only come every 4 years. Oh my God. This is insane. Albert, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here. We got Anthony in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome, guys. We got Luch, welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got Brad in the house, yo, Faz. This guy, InArt is needed. Clearly, it's not. We can live perfectly fine with only Hot Toys on the menu. Period. We don't need anything from InArt because they're useless anyway. It's that simple. So every time Hot Toys comes out with announcement after announcement after announcement after announcement, then you have InArt doing one announcement every year and a half. That's all you need to know. So that's why InArt being better than Hot Toys is a joke. It's stupid. Anybody who says it is stupid. Literally stupid. Thomas Jones, welcome. How are you? Would love a little Annie, but other YouTubers might be offended. What the hell? Collecting a child. I don't get it. Let's see. Brett says we need the inner signal. Oh my god, this guy. All right, guys. So, okay, let's get started. First and foremost, we have, okay, we got the golden clone, 2,500 pieces of this guy. Okay, so prepare yourselves for another, what do you call it? Another Q line on Sideshow, probably tomorrow. I believe one of them starts at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, which is 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right? So, or Pacific, whatever it is, Pacific Central, whatever it is. So, number one, I'm going to tell you guys exactly which figure starts at 9 in the morning, which is this one. So, this one, guys, if you're going to be looking for it, right, which I feel like everybody is, 12 p.m. on Sideshow. Also, you have to RSVP, right? So you have to go to, so you'll go to Sideshow, right? You'll go to shop. You'll go to what's new. And then this is where you have to RSVP, as you can see. So you have to make sure you get the notification of them being available. So here's all of them. So Gold Trooper, we got Shadow Trooper comics. Shout out to William for the comic book covers that he sent me for that show. As you can see, guys, we have a sculpted hair. We have a artisan rooted hair. We have the Darth Maul regular version, and we have a Sith Speeder version as well. So let's get started with the golden clone. So, like I said, 2,500 pieces, guys. This to me, okay, I'm going to tell you how I feel about this trooper. Is this necessary? Clearly not, right? Are any of these chrome ones necessary? Absolutely not. Are they cool looking? Absolutely. Are they appealing in hand? Absolutely. Do they look good in hand? Absolutely, right? So that's why they make them. They make them because they're cool, they're different, they're not your standard troopers, and not your your regular, whether it's movie or TV series, right? It's none of that. It's just your variant look, your fancy look. So there is absolutely nothing different on this than the silver chrome, right? The ones we got already last year. So nothing new, just another repaint. Same exact thing as you can see with the helmets, with the chrome, with the silver chrome. We got the phase 1 and phase 2 helmets, just like this. I ended up getting 2 of those, thinking and assuming that that was the only color we were going to get in clones with the 2 helmets, right? Now we have the same thing with gold. Because it's limited, I doubt I'll get 2, right? I don't think I'm going to get 2. I'll try to go for the 1, see what looks better in gold, which helmet looks better in gold, and just settle for that. I don't think it's necessary for me, right? For me to do both like I did the silver chromes, just because it's going to be overwhelming. Too much chrome, too much of this, too much of that. I already have a gold stormtrooper. Do I need 2 of these? Not really, but obviously getting 2 would be ideal. Right? It's just, can we all get 2? Doubt it. If I wanted to, right? I probably could get 2, but again, is it really that necessary? I don't think so. For something like this, the rarity of it doesn't do it for me, right? It doesn't. Usually, depending on the character, will be like, I'll be like, all right, you know what? It's rare. Let me go for it. This here, though, even though it's rare, I'm still going to go for it. But it's something that, like, if for whatever reason I miss out on it, I will be okay. Obviously, I'm not trying to miss out on it. I'm not looking to miss out on it. But because of the fact that it's so much repetitive stuff, again, with stuff like this, I'm not talking about reissues. I'm not talking about 2.0s. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about just strictly repaint, strictly same exact figure, just another color, right? That again isn't necessary, not at all. But for those who like the variants, like I do, this is why they make this stuff. I have a feeling that the what was it? The oh my god, what was that? What was that? The Cody, the Commander Cody is still sitting, which is not a great sign, right? It's not appealing anybody, or at least as many people as they would like. Obviously, people did buy it, right? I bought it. But it's not doing much at all with, on the market right now or in the market right now. So that is very telling regarding not only the Chrome stuff, but that figure specifically. The fact that it's Commander Cody, I would think, right? Because now it's a name, it's somebody. It's not just a clone trooper, right? Like this is just a clone trooper gold Chrome version, right? There's no meaning behind it. There's no name behind it. It's just a standard generic clone. The fact that it's again a strictly another repaint is what turns people off. People who bought the Silver Chrome clone will now want this one because it's going to look gorgeous next to each other, right? That's what makes people want to buy these, because of how they think it will look on the shelf, right? So that's what they're appealing. Let me catch up with you guys. Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Who else is in here real quickly? This guy. Let's see. Mad Planet. Past weekend. FC Fab just got the news in our early. Imagine. That would never happen. Things that would never happen. I am absolutely jumping on a Dark Empire Luke, absolutely. But the sculpted version, think it'll be much easier. Well, yes. Another thing, we're gonna get into it in a little bit, but there's something else regarding that Dark Empire Luke, and I'm gonna bring that up. I'll bring up your comment when we get to it. TX Boy, welcome. How are you? Thank you for being here. Welcome. Happy Thursday. We got Ivan in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Long time. Will it be the same as Gold Midas Iron Man? SJC, welcome. It's not going to be the same. See, the thing is this, there are two different kinds of gold, right? We have the standard Midas that was gold, right? Which was the die cast, I believe. Right. So the Sideshow plastic ones were a completely different gold than the Shanghai exclusive gold chrome version. That gold chrome was a one of a kind gold chrome paint application that they did on that Iron Man. The gold chrome that they did on the Stormtrooper, the original Stormtrooper, is going to be, it should be at least, right? It should be. Is it going to be a different tone, different? We don't know, right? Until it's we have it in hand and we compare the two in hand, whoever has them, obviously. So that's the thing. I don't know if it's going to be that very, very nice, light gold chrome like that Midas. Remember, this is the Shanghai exclusive we're talking about, not the standard release that we got from Sideshow, because that gold chrome is completely different and nowhere near a gold chrome period, right? So I think it's going to be slightly different. I don't know if it's going to be the same shade. Could it be? Hopefully, right? You would want the original gold chrome to match these. So that's what I'm hoping for. We'll find out obviously in him. Joe, this is neat, but due to lack of space, I limit myself to name. Exactly. There you go. So that makes sense. It happens. Not everybody gets everything. Not everybody gets the variants. A lot of people don't really care for variants at all. So, you have to buy whatever you like, whatever you could afford, whatever fits your collection. And that's it, even though I want this clone, I'll be okay if I don't get it. Plus, I won't be able to be online for it. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Like I said, I want it. If for whatever reason I miss out on it, then it is what it is. But I'm not looking to miss out on it. You know what I mean? Carlos says, "Oh, yes, please, guys. There's 31 of you guys in here. Hit that like button if you don't mind, please. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Paul, how are you, my friend? Welcome. So again, nothing crazy with these figures. I know some people do love these, right? These to me are very okay. I have, all of them already. This is nothing exciting, but obviously, if you have them all, why not get them all, right? That's my mentality. Again, I'm okay with missing it, but because I have them all, it's like I'm not trying to miss it. So I most likely will get one, whether it's on Sideshow or toysforkiddos.com. I'll end up getting one, one way or another. And as you can see, very, very basic, not much to it. Nothing crazy, strictly repaint. So next, guys, again, as you can see, like I said, 2,500 available in select markets only. So get ready for the Sideshow line. So here is another reissue, right? This is a 100% reissue that was done. This figure, the Shadow Trooper, was made years ago. I never bought it. I never owned one. Like I told you guys last time, Troopers were not something that I was buying, tons of. I didn't need every color at the time. I didn't need them to be taking up, room when they all look the same, whether it's, white, black, whatever. It wasn't appealing to me. So I was like, you know what? I don't need them. Well, guess what? It didn't matter because here they are again. And now we get the environment, right? We get the it says here the Death Star environment. So this one's red, right? The white Stormtrooper has the white one. This one's a special edition. This is, I believe, the very first time Hot Toys has made this in red. I don't remember them ever making this in red in the past. If they did, I don't own it and I don't remember. So this is definitely very new. You could see the amount of weathering and scuffing that this figure has. So it's very, very nice. Has a little bit of character because of all the weathering. So it's not just your plain clean look. That would be great too. A clean Shadow Trooper would be gorgeous. But as you can see, very, very basic. Again, I don't own it, so I definitely need it. This is something that it's a must for me, right? I was able to get the white one for $59, I think, or something like that. $49, I believe, because I had $180 in points on Sideshow, so I was able to get it for dirt cheap, which I'm happy about because these troopers aren't worth, $250, $240, none of that. Every trooper should be $170, max $180, and that's a lot, But it is what it is. So it hurts to have to pay as much as we pay for these troopers, especially for those who army build. That sucks. That really sucks. Let me catch up with you. I'm holding out for the inner version. My opinions are going to be so humorous. You guys are preparing already, huh? Oh man. Need to. Yeah, so that's another thing. I don't own a single one. Do I get two? I doubt it, right? They're gonna look beautiful, right? To have two. Two troopers is always better than one. I rarely get two. I'll get the variant, two of the variants if they're different helmets, right? But I won't get the same one twice. Again, depending on what it is. The 501st troopers, I got 4 of them. So you know what I mean? So it just depends. If they're different looks, I'm gonna get them. This doesn't have a second helmet. There's no need for me to second one, but I understand why people would want a second one. You know what I mean? Carlos says the Shadow Trooper would look great paired with the white. Yeah, exactly. Right next to each other. Sick. Beautiful. A nice contrast of both of them. Absolutely. Victor, are you going after all these figures? Of course. That's what I'm saying. The one that I would be okay with missing out on is that gold, the gold chrome, what do you call it? Clone. But that's the only one. Everything else, I got to get everything else. Especially, like I said, the white one I already bought. I'm just waiting for them to ship. It's going to go. Shipping is $40-something. I think it's 20-something dollars or $30-something, whatever it is. This one I haven't gotten, obviously, tomorrow. So I'm going to try to go for all of them. I have to, especially the ones that I don't have, So, damn, I think I needed the Shadow Trooper now. 1, 2. See, that's what I mean. I don't need to. With one, I'll be happy, but it's gonna look gorgeous, Eric, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Brad says Mike's gonna. Yeah, just wait. Oh man, I have Sideshow collectible version of this trooper, so I'm going to get. It says I'm going to get 4 more. I didn't even know Sideshow made this. I had no idea Sideshow made this. That's cool. Commander Green Funny was thinking the same. Chris, welcome, my friend. How are you? So, again, another basic announcement, but this is all money for them. This is all money making for them. The timing on these things, who knows, right? Why are they coming out with this stuff all of a sudden? Why these environments all of a sudden, right? Again, we have the red one and we have the white one. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying why all of a sudden? Why, obviously it would make sense. May 4th, blah blah blah. But it's like, why these? And I don't think we're done yet. Apparently, there are 2 more announcements that they got to make, if I'm not mistaken. I think on the actual 4th, they're making 2. They're announcing 2 more figures, apparently, according to them. So that's insane. That's gonna be crazy, So another basic announcement, again, cool, different, new. Years ago was the first time we got this. So there's a lot of people who are very happy with this announcement. A lot of people who haven't been around, clearly, right, are going to be happy about this announcement that they are able to get it. People who love army building, people who love troopers, right, stormtroopers. Here it is. I unironically want to. No, that's coming too. Just you wait and see. Give it a little bit, because it's 100% coming. Now that Hot Toys is getting into Phantom Menace, just wait and see. You heard it here first. Fabs, tell Hot Toys they need to announce Chewie. Oh no, soon enough. You'll see. Very, very soon, guys. All these things you guys want, it's only a matter of time. So again, guys, another trooper, another basic announcement. Like I said, nothing crazy here, but again, something different, something good. Now, here's what the action starts. So it doesn't say anything about a limited release on this one, right? It doesn't say that it's a certain amount of numbers. Doesn't say anything about that, right? But I can tell you this. It looks like, number one, brand new speeder, right? So completely different than the original one, right? For those who have the DX17, completely different. Guys, USB powered. Okay. You can see that this whole cockpit here, this whole this screen, right? Completely new. The head sculpts, okay? This is where it gets insane. If you guys, anybody who owns any Hot Toys mall, not Sideshow, any Hot Toys mall, you know that every single Hot Toys mall so far has been perfect. Perfect. No complaints about any single one. This one with the Sith speeder, the one before that, the one from Solo. Every single one has been perfect. Every single announcement that has ever been made of Darth Maul has always been hyped, and people have never complained about a single thing regarding any Darth Maul, as far as I remember. It was always, I feel like Darth Maul has always been a very, very well-liked character. Obviously, the way he looks, menacing, different, the horns. So the very demonic look of it makes him a badass character, period, right? So, like I said, every single Hot Toys Darth Maul has been perfect to date. This one is perfect as of right now. Even better than every single previous one. And obviously, the only fair comparison would be the DX16 and the DX17, because that's the last one, right? That's been the closest one to this one. Now I'm going to pull up some for you guys. So here is the comparison, and this is why I'm pulling this up to show you guys the differences and how close together they look, right? So this is the DX1617 right here, and this is the new one. So the red, right? The red alone, a little bit deeper. The head sculpt, right? A little bit smaller, a little bit leaner. Okay. This here, it's a lot more rounder. This is a little bit more longer. This is more like an egg. This is more like a ball, right? So the scale of the head changed. Okay. The expression, right? Look how much bigger this head looks compared to this one. Again, rounder out this way. This one's longer this way. So again, the new one, way more accurate to what he actually looks like. Again, these have always been perfect as well. These are just that much better. And that's Hot Toys for you. Again, remember, this is prototype. A lot of these things could change. We could lose a lot of detail in hand, right? Which never happens with a Darth Maul, but just to play devil's advocate, and anything can happen, right? But incredible. The teeth, as you can see, he's got dirt on his teeth from the DX1617. He's got more dirt on his teeth on the new one. The mouth is not open as wide, as you can see. Again, two completely different expressions from the expression head sculpts, right? So a lot wider opening, closer opening. The eyes, a little bit different. The head sculpt, a little bit different. The way the horns are placed, completely different. As you can see here, right? This is the middle of his nose, right? This is his nose, right? The middle of his nose on top. Look how much higher these horns go up, right? Let's pretend from here to here is about, let's just say, what, 4 inches, right? Now look at the difference, how much higher it is up here. See, if we go across from here, look where it lands. So the placement of the horns are completely different. So even if you said, hey, I don't want the DX1617 anymore, let me just sell it and get this one, Bob. You don't need to, right? Obviously, if you need it for the money, or you don't need multiple malls and whatever the excuse is, right? Fine. But my point is that they're very different. Different enough that having them both, right? If you have the DX1617, they both come with 2 head sculpts. You could use one head sculpt on one and one head sculpt on the other. 2 completely different figures, same character. They both look different, and they both look incredible. So is it necessary to sell it? I don't think so. I wouldn't, right? Because I don't sell my stuff anyway, just in general. But there's no need anyway, right? As you can see in the picture, they're not, obviously they're going to be similar, but they're very different. They're very, very different. Again, the new one is way more accurate than anything we've ever gotten before, but it doesn't mean that the older ones are ugly all of a sudden. Even the design on his face, slightly different. All the design, see, like look at these. Like these 2 legs here, look how much thinner they are than they are right here. So they modified a lot. They changed a lot. Minor changes, but they make a huge difference, as you can see. Let me see what you guys are saying real quickly before I continue. Let's see. Here we go. All right, I got you guys. Am I gonna Jar Jar? Probably. Fingers crossed. They seem to do very well with the alien character. Absolutely. No, Hot Toys. Hot Toys is the best at everything. Period. Man, I'm on the fence on the Shadow. I'm telling you, the Shadow is going to be nice. It's going to be a nice trooper. For those who love troopers, if you don't care for troopers, obviously, then it's not a big deal, right? It's just, it's another trooper, which was my mentality when I started. It was trooper after trooper, and I was like, I don't need all these troopers. I was like, it's the same thing. But when the Force Awakens line came out and those troopers were made, I had to get every single one like an idiot. So I need Darth Maul. As JC said, next year will be crazy tournament. There you go. So that's when okay? So that alone right there, Revenge of the Sith will tell you, the 20th anniversary will most likely give us stuff from that, from that movie. which at least we would expect, right? We would hope. Brad says, I think one of those two announcements left will be R2D2. It could be. It could be. I knew Maul was coming. I knew Maul was coming. Why didn't you tell me, Brad? You're too busy with Inart. You didn't tell me. They get a dark side. Is there a dark side Ray? Maybe. No, I think that's coming eventually. But the thing is, is it going to be a comic book line? Is it going to be it's going to be a movie? It's going to be from the movie. It has to be from the movie. O3 Mill says, need that Maul, but on the fence about the speeder bike. Same thing with me. Do I really need a second speeder bike having the original one? Of course. It's different. Completely different. Looks different. Electronics are different. I don't even think the original one, the DX16, the DX17, I don't even think it has battery ports for it. If it does, I didn't even know. I can tell you that right now. It's just sitting right there with Maul on top. That's it. But I never, put on batteries. If it's got batteries, I don't even know if it lights up. The fact that this one's USB, it's newly designed, it's going to be different, guaranteed, because it's not the same. They didn't reuse the same exact speeder. They use parts, absolutely, but it's not going to be the same exact thing. So I was same thing as you. I was like, do I really need another one? But then I was like, it's not the same thing. So what I'm planning on doing, though, I'm not going to display both of them, right? So what I'm going to do is take the old one out, put it in the box, leave more out, right? And then use the new one, next year whenever it comes out. So that's what I'm planning on doing with that. But is it necessary if you already have one? No. Are you going to keep it plugged in with the USB, which is, would be the whole point of getting it? Then you need it. But I'm not going to have it plugged in anyway, but I know it's going to look nicer. So that's why I'm going to, I'm going to get it. Hobby, welcome. Happy Thursday. I'm so excited for this figure and bike. Who in the chat, please let me know, doesn't have the DX16 or 17 and is very excited for this one to be their very first Maul? Let me know, please, in the chat, because I want to know how many people missed out on the past three Mauls at least. I feel like Hot Toys has done at least 4 to 5 Mauls at least. Brad says, imagine if Inner did a Maul, they could never. Okay, they could never. TX Boy says, I actually prefer the DX version. Might try to scoop that one with this one coming out. Hopefully it drops in price. Well, that's the thing, because they're supposed to be the same character, and now it looks like it's just a straight reissue. I don't know, who's really, people are already selling. People are already, mentally prepared to get rid of their stuff, right? The thing is, are sellers on eBay, for example, of them sealed, brand new sealed, are they all of a sudden going to start dropping the price because of the new one? I doubt it. Because even though it's supposed to be the same thing, it's not, right? It's just not. So are people going to say, you know what? Forget the DX16, 17. Let me just wait for this one. They could. They're going to get the better one. They're going to get the updated one. They're going to get the newer one. Why wouldn't you just wait? Do you really desperately need to get the old one now when you're just going to get the new one next year, right? So it doesn't make sense. Obviously, if you got the money and you're going to do, and that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But does it make sense? Up to you. Rolling eyes. Yeah, let me go back. Let me go back to yeah, so he's got the rolling eye function. I for some reason I never liked the expressionless Darth Maul face as much as I like the angry ones. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but these, even though obviously he looks menacing, badass, he looks, it just doesn't do it for me, right? It's just very blah. Again, badass, beautiful, but it's blah. When again, very, very basic, nothing crazy. Obviously, the whole figure is the entire head sculpt. That's it. That's the whole figure. Nothing else. Black robes don't make him. Obviously, the lightsaber, it's for him, right? The double-sided, but the head sculpt is him. That's it. You could use this body on literally put any Jedi, any Sith, anybody on this, and you could pass it for anything else, right? You doesn't have to necessarily be Darth Maul wearing this outfit. That's why it's just very generic. So, but here, look at this. that changes the figure completely. That is a brand new figure all around. That is a mean figure right there. So that's what I like about the second head sculpt of the Darth Maul figures. Obviously, if it comes with one, then it is what it is, right? But the second angry ones are the ones I always display. My Sith Speeder right now has him with the angry face and the double-sided blade with the um with the attack function, with the moving function of the lightsaber. And that's how I have it. The plain one I never used. I was actually thinking of getting a DX16 just to use, to have the second one, but I just never bothered. Again, because that head sculpt doesn't do it for me. This one right here, though, beautiful. Look at the detail on the horns now, guys. Look at that. I never noticed that in the other ones. So completely different. As you can see, a lot thinner in the head, a lot thinner. Believe it or not, he looks a little bit younger, a lot leaner. Very, very clean face. Look how sharp that is. Look at those eyes, guys. His eyes also. The Hot Toys kills his eyes every time. You can't, you mess up his eyes, his face doesn't look right, So beautiful, beautiful. Again, this is the one I dislike the most. And look how gorgeous that is. I feel like he's just very expressionless. He doesn't really, he's just very quiet all the time. And then obviously when he does something, or when he makes a face, that's when he gets excited that he's doing something, So that's how I feel about that guy. But look at that. That's how I have mine, obviously sitting on it, not jumping off of it. But see the droid here, we're getting the same droid that we have with the DX17. So again, they're reusing parts as always. They will always do it. It's nothing new. We all know that. But because of the fact that this is USB powered now, it's got to be, right? It's got to be, the mechanism inside of it's got to be different. It's got to be modified. As you can see, there's a little bit of lights. Let me take the message off. There's the green lights here. Again, I don't know if they're supposed to light up like that, or it's just, a standard, just, make pretend Ahsoka, lantern look. You know what I mean? We all thought it was going to light up and it was just useless. So maybe this could be the light up function on. Same thing with the screen. The DX17 screen does not look like this at all, right? It doesn't light up clearly, right? This, as soon as I saw this, it popped because you could see all the red and the actual screen panel on there. With the old one, you can't. So a lot of differences on the Sith Speeder. You're gonna notice differences when you have them both in hand. Because again, they reuse parts, but not everything at all. But yeah, guys, look at that. This is your standard. There's going to be nothing crazy about it. There's going to be, the body. How much articulation can they possibly add to Darth Maul? I doubt much, right? The Darth Maul figures already are very articulated. Even the Solo Maul with those legs was very good. With those metallic, legs. Gorgeous, guys. Gorgeous. Let me go to the chat real quick because I know I asked you guys something. Let me see. Rolling eyes. Not true on Maul veteran. Hot Toys head sculpt was too dark in red color. What do you mean too dark in red color? I don't remember that. I don't remember that being too dark at all. Howie's laughing all the way. Oh my god. This is how we're laughing. This is how we're laughing at Inart. Oh man. Driver says, I'm gonna see about snagging the DX16 at a bargain. That would be great. Because again, you're not let me rephrase. You're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out on not experiencing the DX16/17, right? It's a great figure. Again, it's the best one to date until this one comes out, guaranteed, right? There's no doubt that this new one is going to be better than the DX16/17, right? At least that's what we expect, right? The new one should always be better, right? So again, how much better? I don't think that much better, body-wise, but, head sculpt, it's beautiful. I'm getting him without the bike. Never was crazy about the bike. That's the thing. And it takes up a lot of room too, right? The base is one of those diamond-shaped bases that, like, take up an entire D12 shelf. So that's the only downside of it. I have it on top of a D12 shelf because, again, on a inside a shell, inside the case, it's like, it takes up literally an entire shelf. So I'm like, what's the point of that? And I'm running out of room, so that's why I'm not even bothering. But the Darth Maul alone, by itself, classy, gorgeous looking figure. And so even having the DX17 displayed with the angry face, I'm telling you already, the second one, this one, I'm going to display it the same exact way with the angry heads, because again, the plain one just doesn't do it for me. I may get a spare body just to have it like I was planning on doing with the DX17. But again, that's just if I decide to. Nothing definite. Big Doe says, I could only imagine when Hato drops up. Yep. That's another one that's coming soon enough as well. When we least expect it, boom, there you go. Sideshow Mall head sculpt is way better. Yeah, I was talking to Uncarded about that earlier. He was telling me, so I own a Sideshow Darth Maul, and the thing is horrendous. The thing has no neck. It's horrible, ugly, weird looking, right? And then he tells me that there was another one made that was very good. Again, I don't think it's that one, but so Sideshow apparently made a good one too. I love the new one. The new one looks more like Ray Park. Yup. The head looks exactly like his. The head shape exactly like his. Tuli, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Yes, guys, please. There's 38 of you guys in here. Hit that like button if you don't mind. Please, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here as well. Tuli says the new releases are sick. After Fab is done ripping the other one. Oh my god, I might only be able to get one. No, it's a great ripping. All right, he's definitely, you're smoking something because you're not listening to what I'm saying. Unreal. Unbelievable. Literally saying the best figure out right now. He's talking about.
How dare you?
Jim says, if the heads are magnetic also, then one can find the new heads. Yeah, that is true too. I don't remember, is that DX17 magnetic? I think it might be. I think you're right. I know one of them was. The other version, his ears flared out more. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, his head was bigger. Makes sense. Derek, how are you, my friend? Welcome. What up, collectors? You dog. I know. Can you imagine? And Star Wars is like the least, the line that I know the least. Imagine. It's just the Maul on a diet. Pretty much. He definitely looks thinner. The new sculpt looks more like the Sideshow version that was made years ago, and that was more accurate to it. See, I got to find that one because I have a Sideshow one, but I'm telling you, mine is ugly. I should pull it out. Let me see where it is. I don't even know. Let me see. Let me pull it out for you guys. I want to show you what it looks like. Let me pull it out, guys. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. So I can tell you right now that this is not the good one, because there is absolutely no way that this thing, look at this thing. This thing is complete garbage. This is Sideshow, by the way. Again, I don't know. Look at that neck. Look at that neck. They didn't even bother covering the neck. But, so hold on. Let me get this message off. So like I said, this was my very first Sideshow Maul. So again, I don't know. I could tell you this is not great. This is not the one you guys keep talking about. This is definitely not accurate to anything, because look how crappy this thing is. This was my very first Maul. Again, I bought it from Sideshow, and look at look how crappy all of this stuff is. The hoodie. Look at this. This thing just came out of it. I don't even know what this thing is. So yeah, this is not anything great by any means at all. Not even a little bit. There's nothing, you know, that's amazing about this figure whatsoever. So I would love to see the ones you guys keep talking about because I don't have that one. Brandon, you made it. Welcome.
Whoa, welcome, my friend. How you doing?
What's going on?
I just got my sound turned on, and I'm like, oh, he's actually talking. And then I saw you had that amazing that amazing sideshow mall. Oh my gosh, it's the best one that was ever made. How you doing, Fabs?
Not bad. What's going on,
Bro? I'm busier than a three-legged cat trying to bury a turd on a frozen pond.
Let's see. We got let's see. I'm getting him. Let me see. I can only imagine what happens. Oh, we see. We did all this. Smash the like button. The head's magnetic. We got that. The new sculpt looks more like the side. Oh, here we are. Okay. All right. So we have Mike's watching his collection plummet in value.
Dude, that's funny because he was the first thought that I had. Like, I woke up this morning and I picked up my phone. It's like 10 to 5. I pick up my phone and I look at it, and I got a ton of messages about people wanting to get in on the new mall. Was it this morning? Yeah, I think it was this morning.
Yes.
And I'm like, dude, they did okay. I kind of expected a new mall to drop and everything else. And I look and it's the same mall. It's just got some improvements. I'm like, oh man, Mike's gonna be pissed.
Mike's gonna lose it. Guys, you don't want to miss Saturday.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Oh man. Tuli says I ain't selling shit, keeping both. Yeah, see, truly a true collector. Collector.
I got to admit, I don't know that I'll keep my 17 after seeing this one.
Well, that's the thing. I like I said, you could see it yourself. They're completely different, even though they're the same character.
Right.
They they're very, very different, and the speeder is very different as well. So that's why I'm like, it is what it is. I got to get them. But why don't you want them?
Well, here's the thing, man. Like, I want to. I think we glossed on this on a show a couple weeks ago. But those USB-C powered LED lightsabers are much better than the battery operated ones.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, are they CCFLs? No, they're not. Okay, but they're definitely quality. Like I played around with. I think it was either a Grand Inquisitor or a Reva lightsaber that I laid my hands on, and I was actually pretty impressed with it. So that made me jump right out of the gate. The paint on the head sculpt is much more vibrant. Yeah. And it's funny because I've always looked at that DX 16, 17, both of those head sculpts and felt like, something is just not right. And I can't quite put my finger on it. And what it is the paint apps are a little bit too dark. I don't know if that was fading after years and years and years of being in the box or going ahead and, being displayed or whatnot. Right. But the first thing that caught my attention was how vibrant the red is, especially in his face. It's as though like the way that it was painted seems to, gosh, it's difficult to articulate, but it's vibrant in the face where the expression is happening, and then it becomes more subdued as it goes back.
Oh, like fades a little bit. It fades a little bit.
Yeah, but just a skosh, just a touch, just enough to let you know that that's not what you're supposed to be looking at. You're supposed to be looking at him in the eyes. Right. There's a slightly elongated face to him too, that I think they're trying to balance between the live action and the animated version of Maul, and I can respect that. A lot of people were pissed when season 7 Ahsoka dropped and she was like live action instead of animated. I think this is an excellent balance between the live action and the animated versions. Definitely.
Oh, you think that's what they were going for? Or you think that's just
I think that's what they were going for. I really, really do, because here's what I'm considering right now is let's go back a slide to the relaxed face, the static face. Now, when you look at that face, okay,
you want the new one or the old
face? The new one, the new one. So that face, the lengthwise, if you take that head off and put it on the Clone Wars Maul, I think it's going to be way better. The horns might be a tad bit too short, but nobody's ever going to notice that. Right. Okay, look at the wrinkles in his forehead and that added detail. You slap that on a Clone Wars Maul. Now, if he comes out, if they drop and he doesn't have that magnetic neck peg and he has like a more standard neck peg, I'm going to be pissed. I'll lose my mind over it.
Right.
You know, because all the malls have that same magnetic neck peg with the cushioned receiver at the base of the skull in the back.
Right.
So they're all like that. So I really, really hope they continue that, because that head right there is going to go on the Clone Wars mall and it's going to look phenomenal. It's going to look fantastic.
That's a good idea. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
To swap the heads, to use the spare one at least on the Clone Wars. That's nice. Savon Mason, welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. He says, I will probably be buying this as a gift from my brother. Why don't you want it? You don't want it? You don't want it. The USB speeder bike will make it worth it. Exactly. So that's, again, it's cool to have the feature. Are you going to keep it on? Probably not. You know, some people will. Well, some people will.
All day. All night.
But I don't think everybody will. But it's cool to have that feature, especially if you got those what are they called? Those reactor things? Those something reactors.
Fusion reactors.
Fusion reactors, yeah, and you leave it on the whole time.
I'm funny enough, I just got an order in from him that I haven't torn open yet, but I'm looking forward to checking it out.
Ooh. Bob says, "Do I really need a second speeder bike?" Of course.
Of course.
Well,
is this even a question?
I'm not going to display both. I'm only going to use the good one, or the new one. But Rudy, welcome, my friend. It says, "Fabs, want that Darth Maul back to work now and have the Sith merch." Thank you for stopping by, my friend. I'll talk to you later. Guys, please hit that like button. There's 50 of you guys in here. If you don't mind, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here. Tuli says, screw it, I'm displaying both. Oh, man. I don't have DX67. I can't wait to. Ooh, you're going to love it. I can tell you're going to love it already. She said, very excited. I don't know any Star Wars mall. Oh, my God. You guys are getting the best as your first.
I know.
That's going to be sick.
I'm mad. Can we just kick him out of the channel? Gosh.
That's going to be sick. You guys are going to be very, very happy with that.
Yeah.
As your first mall, forget it.
Bro, as a first mall, this one's going to be great. I mean, all the stuff that's going ahead and popping over the next year is obscene. My mind is still blown over Revan. You know what I mean? Like Revan turned out so well. He turned out so well, and I'm very much looking forward to that one, to the Sith Stalker Star Killer, all of it. Did they announce Dooku? I don't think they did, right?
No, but so like I mentioned earlier before you got in, there are still 2 announcements left for the 4th. And I have a feeling one of them is Dooku, because there's no way they're not making Dooku after, specifically after showing him, and the fact that he could be made for 2 movies out of the 3, right? Wasn't he in 2 and 3?
Kinda. I mean, yeah. No, he was only in 2 because he got his. Well, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen.
No, but I thought he appeared in 2, and then whatever happened to him happened in 3.
Yeah, but was in the very beginning. I think he had one line. Like, it was the very beginning of the movie.
Right, but that doesn't mean that Hot Toys can't make it from that. You know what I mean? Like, they could reissue the entire figure and label it that.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I mean.
I'm with you.
That would be, that would be a way to reissue the figure and make people want to buy. People are going to buy. Whoever wants Count Dooku is going to buy it regardless, whether it's a reissue or a labeled whatever else, right? But because he can be labeled something else, I think Hot Toys will use that as an excuse to make it a different line. What was he from before? Revenge of the Sith, right? That was his original figure.
Yes.
Right? That's
what no. The original one wasn't Revenge of the Sith. The original one was Attack of the Clones.
So the one Hot Toys made already was Attack of the Clones, Count Dooku.
Oh, that they already made. Let me grab mine and look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was Revenge of the Sith. If somebody in the
channel could be.
I thought it was Revenge of the Sith. I didn't think it was Attack of the Clones at all. But that's what I was asking. I'm not 100%.
I think it's Revenge of the Sith, or it's Attack of the Clones, simply because the band, the color of the band matches the Attack of the Clones Yoda.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to go with it's Attack of the Clones.
Anthony says, I have Solo Mall, but I avoided getting the old one with speeder bike. I'm excited and finally getting this one. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a nice bike too. Albert says, don't have the OG, but want this one. I do have Solo Mold too. No, this is going to be beautiful. Bro, DX17 is amazeballs, even with this new one coming to. Yeah, exactly. You're not missing out if you have the old one, because it's great. It's a great figure. Howard Chan, I would like to apply. Java Hathaway. Are those gluted horns? I don't think so. Imagine. This pic looks freaking. Yeah, exactly. That looks
really
like
does.
him. That looks like him. Yep.
Yeah, somebody was saying they think that they scanned Ray Park's face, and I'd buy it into that. Sure. I mean, it definitely
100%.
I mean, I'm still kind of sold on the elongated face bit, but
I think that's what makes it look more legit. That length, you know what I mean?
Think
that
so?
thin oh yeah, that makes, because remember the old ones were very round this way. This one's long this way, you know. So
yeah,
it changes the whole look. Nathan Hernandez, welcome. Thank you for being here. Happy
Thursday.
Hey, well,
I know that guy.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, he took me out for sushi earlier. He's why I'm getting no work done today. So if you guys have been sending me messages because you want to buy parts and I just haven't replied,
been ignoring you all day.
My brother was stuffing me full of fish. What can I say?
Full of fish. He was stuffing you full of flounder. The best part about all this hot toys probably is it exactly. Can you guys imagine? Dude. We're getting bombarded with figure after figure after figure after figure, 4 or 5 at a time, 6 at a time, and I'm still waiting for Inner to fix my magnets. We got Tully says, "May the force be with us all." Absolutely, especially our wallets. Jevin says the DX 16, 17, 18, and I'm sure Clone Wars have magnetic heads. Yeah, I don't remember that. Does it? The Clone Wars too?
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember.
All of them do. Solo does. DX 16 and 17 both do. And 018. What is Clone Wars? I think it's 018.
We were
the I gotta pour ice. I gotta pour ice. I'm gonna there's gonna be a golden shower on this parade. Can I speculate?
Go ahead.
I'm thinking we're going to get. I'm gonna throw some yellow snowballs here. I don't think we're gonna get a re-release of the proper Emperor. I think we're going to get a Rise of Skywalker Emperor.
Oh, I see. Oh, so you think Dooku and the Emperor?
Yeah, I'm confident they're both coming. I know we're gonna get an Emperor. I just don't think it's going to be the one that everybody wants, and it's going to be the biggest disappointment. It's going to be the biggest disappointment.
Why? You don't think it'll look amazing?
I think it'll look amazing. Here's the deal, though. Fudge the sequels. That's the problem.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Those movies were absolute. Okay,
I see what you're saying.
Force Awakens was safe and it was good. Okay, but everything that came after it was absolute trash. So I think that we're going to get a lot of people. We're going to get people who are saying, "Oh yeah, but I'll just get a custom robe made and then I'll put him in the chair." You know,
pull it out better. Oh my
god! But I think that I think it's going to be a big letdown unless they do some wild Dio piece where it's going to be like the arm that he was mounted to at the end of the movie. I can't see it being a hit.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I hope I'm wrong.
Throne? Didn't he have some throne though?
In the teasers they did.
Right.
But like, if we're being real about it, I mean, when Marvel teased Infinity War, they showed the Hulk in several ending scenes. You know what I mean? Like, Marvel is known for putting bogus stuff in their trailers.
Right.
So yeah. I wouldn't be shocked at all if they went ahead and they used the old Emperor as a placeholder, and then they're going to be like, "Are you ready for the big dark side announcement for May 4th of 2024? It's the Rise of Skywalker Emperor," and everybody's going to be like,
"Oh man, can you?" I mean,
yeah,
I was still that figure will still be a good seller, I believe, because I think it's going to look incredible. I understand that people, didn't like those movies very much. But when it comes to a figure, number one, right? When it comes to the Emperor, number two, it's not just, it's not just random, like, it's not a random character. It's a big deal character,
me sighing heavily. That's me sighing heavily, just so you know.
Commander Crook, welcome. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. He says, I'm good with my DX16. Can't always be out there chasing the
Not
latest.
done.
That is very
Crook.
true, too.
No.
That
no.
Sometimes y'all got to chill.
Chase
No,
the new stuff.
that is, no. So everybody's got to do what is good for them and what they like, right? I personally, obviously, will always want to get everything, right? We'll try to get everything. As you guys can see, I am about 8 to 9 figures behind of everything that's been out. I'm getting them as I go, right? Because again, it's impossible to just get everything as they come because, you know, I tell you guys, I'm definitely not rich and it's not cheap. And everything just keeps getting more expensive. And not only that, but the amount of releases, and then you add third party on top of that, forget it. It's like you're getting banged up from every corner. But
Fab is not rich. He only has 999 figures, and all of them are displayed across 5 rooms in his 7,000 square foot house.
5 rooms. We got Barry in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Can I have your gold coin from the figures? Yeah, so if you guys, that's a good point. So if you guys notice, that's one of the things that the figure comes with as well. Yeah, so you get the overseas release with the red coins and the sideshow release. See, so you got red coins for overseas.
Yeah.
You got sideshow release with the yellow coins as well. So that is another exclusive thing that we're getting. Same thing for Revan and Starkiller, right? So I don't know why they're going crazy with these coins. I guess, you know, it's cheap to do and it gives them the ability to charge more for these things, you know, which is crazy, but said raffle it off. Fab was incredible abysmal. Bro.
Do I want to know what that meant, or are we just going to gloss over it?
Wait. He might be right. He might be right. Is this the Metacom and not the sideshow? I think you're right. I just remembered. That's why this is so crappy. Lou, I think you're right.
That's why this figure's a piece of shit. It's Metacom.
No, I that's not, but everybody, I'm telling you, Uncarded was like, oh, the sideshow. I'm like, I have the sideshow. No, you're right. This isn't sideshow. This is Metacom. Luch, the true veteran in the house. Thank you for that.
Caught you.
Wait, no. So wait.
Bro, I hope you feel more embarrassed right now than I did when Will called me out on getting that Revan lore wrong.
No, so I don't have the sideshow. No, I thought I did. Wow.
Okay, folks, while Fabs is gone, I'm going to take over. And I just want to let you all know that.
Go ahead.
I was making it up as I went. I wasn't that impressive.
Actually, the shape of that sideshow mole isn't bad. No, it's not sideshow. It's Metacom. 100% Metacom. I just realized. I thought it was sideshow. It wasn't. It's definitely not sideshow. And I wish I could find the label somewhere. Yep, Metacom 2007. Metacom toy. Yep. So Luch, 100%. So I don't even have the sideshow one, guys. Whoops. Chris says, hopefully it comes with a magnetic bait.
How dare you?
Magnetic base. Never, ever. TX Boy says, I'll take it off your hands for 150. The figure alchemist.
Why do people like that? The I guess it's called Duel on Naboo. That mall, that sideshow mall. And people talk about it like it's better than the Hot Toy stuff, and I'm just like, I mean, I'll admit that the sideshow mall, the one that I've seen, the Lords of the Sith, the one that I've held and looked at several times,
right?
It's a decent fig. It's not a bad fig. Like their figs, their head sculpts tend to be terrible on the older line, but
right.
I don't get it, man. Like people pay top dollar for that Duel and Naboo one, and I don't understand what makes it so much better.
See, I don't remember even seeing it. I thought I had it, which I clearly don't. But I anything sideshow, I would never, think or say that it's better than anything Hot Toys.
Right? But people say that, man. Like, it kind of blows me away.
Brian, welcome. How are you? Happy Thursday. Welcome.
Oh, that's a camera. I'm like, I'm gonna duck over here.
My guess would be Dooku and Savage. Can you imagine?
Bro, if they do Dooku and Savage, I'm gonna lose
I don't
my
think
mind.
so. I don't think Savage though. I don't think Savage. I think what you said, it makes more sense because of the fact that they kept teasing all that Sith stuff. You remember the dark side stuff, and literally about 3 different posts you had the Emperor. So everybody wanted Dooku and the Emperor. So those two make sense. And like I tell you guys all the time, I feel like the head sculpts are always last. Obviously, these are head sculpts, but I feel like the main ones are going to be, the last ones, the most exciting ones, at least,
Sure.
He was in 3. Exactly. Nathan says he had a bit part in 3.
Yeah, small part.
Right. So then that's what I mean. So his main movie was 2. So Hot Toys made it for 2, right? So we had Attack of the Clones, Dooku, and then if they were to make it again, it would be Revenge of the Sith, right?
Yeah, probably.
Because that's where he died in the 3rd one. Right.
Just spoil it for everybody. The movie's only been out for 20 years. Sheesh.
Exactly. It's only been out for 15 years. Dooku got his hand cut off and his head. Cassandra, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Happy Thursday. Welcome. Eric says Battle Damage 2.0 with head sculpts. That would be sick. A Battle Damage mall. Beautiful. Attack of the Clones. Dooku. Cassandra, the second session of Adventure like today. Ooh, nice. God forbid that hurts. Keep doing it. Keep doing what you need to do, Cassandra. It'll pay off. All that work will pay off. Where's Tech? That is true. Where is Tech? Feel like he should be coming out at some point, right?
Yeah, I think he's actually due this month, but
I thought it said June. Did it say May, June?
Did it say June?
I feel like
it said May, but maybe
I thought a while back it said May, June. Maybe I'm wrong. I like the Emperor episode 9 look. See, I'm telling you, he looks completely different. He looks completely different. He looks super, super creepy. He looks super, super aged, super, super bad, super, super evil.
I love the red underneath.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining about the design. Like, the character design was great, but what the heck, man? Somehow the Emperor returned. Like, don't get me started, bro. I'll roll on that for an hour.
Tuli says, bro, I rose. ROSW Emperor would actually be.
That's it. Tuli, hey Tuli, get out. Nope. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just go.
Fabs, you're an exception to the rule. Yeah, no, but even so, you know what I mean? Like, I try to get them all. And because it's so much, it's like, man, like now I got to like pick and choose, which one's first, right? Like, for example, Catwoman. I'm still waiting on Catwoman because I know she'll be there. So there's no reason for me to pay, retail for that.
Right.
What's the other one? What was the other female? There's another female. Athena, Gilgamesh, like all these figures. Like, there's no rush for any of these. I'll get those for $50 eventually. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing now. But I still, I love Hot Toys. I will always try to get them. Every single one, as much as I can, I will get. Wolverine is another one I still haven't gotten yet because I know he'll be dirt cheap eventually. So that's my new strategy, guys. Esther, she said, "Do you even collect Fab? You a fraud?" Imagine.
How dare you?
Wait. What is that?
You know what this is, Fab?
Wait. 300 count storage.
I don't want to show the label on it.
No, what is it?
This.
BCW.
It's your birthday present. I haven't shipped it yet.
Oh, awesome! What is it? Tell me. No, don't tell me.
If I told you, it would ruin the surprise.
Don't tell me.
I tell you what, though. If anybody watching the stream wants to send me a private message on Facebook, I will tell them what's in the box.
Oh, and you get 5% off any order.
Hey, done.
Ultimate says Fab has the so exactly. I got the so wall. Unbelievable. Better come figures. Yeah. Exactly. That's how long I've been around. When Medicom was a thing. Medicom was Sideshow's competition at the time. Remember that? Sideshow's competition
Once
was
upon a
Medicom.
time.
Yep, was Medicom. And obviously, I was buying, as always, buying everything, every brand, crazy, crazy, crazy. That's what Fab does. When he shows his inert and calls them his inert and calls them hot toys. Unbelievable. Wait, Dooku dies. Thanks for, thanks for ruining the series. It's not the series, it's the movie. Unbelievable.
I don't know, man. I feel like you ruined the whole series for me.
I don't watch the series, so it's not the series. Oh man, is that Inart Rock? It's that Inart Rock. That's what he wants.
Bro, I'm gonna hit you up on FaceTime, and we're gonna do a group viewing of Star Wars. I'm gonna make you watch all 9 movies. I'm gonna walk out for the last 3 or for the last 2, but I'm gonna make sure you have to watch them all. Dude, can we talk about that head sculpt, or did I miss that topic?
Which head sculpt?
Bro, that one right there, the Dark Empire loop.
No, we're getting into it. We're getting into the artisan first, and then we're getting into the sculpt.
Okay.
The sculpt that actually looks way better than the artisan. But go ahead. What were you saying?
So here's the deal. I'm not in love with this design. Okay, I'm excited because there's a couple of unique clothing items on it, and then the hands are also really great too, the gloves.
Yes. Yep.
But like, I feel like they could have done a better job. Like, okay, admittedly, like, I'm gonna duck because everybody's gonna throw tomatoes, but I never read the Dark Empire series.
Right.
Okay, so I don't know what it's about. Okay, I don't know anything about it. Like I said, I'm excited because there's a couple clothing items that look good, but I feel like, yeah, obviously the suit and the belt and the codpiece are all nods to Vader.
Right. Exactly.
I would have, I mean, unless part of the Dark Empire story is him recovering Vader's outfits and then using them, I don't get that. I mean, they could have done something very similar that was still a nod, like an Easter egg, that just fit the character or fit the body better. Like, those belt boxes are ridiculous. Why does Luke need those? I feel like maybe even if they went ahead and they shot the same pictures without the belt boxes, same everything, just get rid of the belt boxes and it would have been better. Those belt boxes, they controlled aspects of Vader's suit. You know what I mean? Like, why does he have them?
So you're saying it's kind of unnecessary to have that?
Yeah, totally unnecessary. And again, I get what they were trying to do. They just could have done it better. But that head sculpt, dude, I am blown away by that head sculpt. Like, that is amazing. I can only hope and hope and hope that they do the same magnetic hairpiece. I don't know that I would ever split the hair from that head sculpt anyways, but I just like the fact that you can swap the hair pieces between all the Lukes. So I hope they go ahead and they carry that over. But that is so well done, man. Like, that is a great Luke Skywalker head sculpt.
Yeah, I like the fact that it looks, he doesn't look clean cut, goody two shoes like always. You know what I mean?
Right.
He looks kind of a little bit meaner, a little bit darker, a little bit more serious. Like I said, the hair to me doesn't look amazing at all, right? At least from the pictures. Another thing, guys, that you got to pay attention to is notice, for those who watch my streams all the time, I always keep pointing out that we will get figures, artisan figures, that won't be long-haired figures. This is one of them. As you can see, this is not a long-haired figure. He's got long hairs on his head, but it's not long in the sense of like a Bucky, like an Anakin. You know what I mean? Anakin's more puffy than anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
His hair, as you can see, is
straight.
But it's somewhat short. It's not a long-haired figure, is my point. So
you think he's going to be sculpted?
Well, they made him sculpted. This is the artisan. This is the sculpted. This is sculpted here.
Right. This is.
But my point is, what I'm saying is that in the future, regarding the artisan line, we are going to start getting artisan figures that are not necessarily super long-haired figures, is my point. So, like I said, a Bucky, right? Forget a Bucky. The Scarlet Witch, long hair. WB-100 Wonder Woman, long hair.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other? Joker, long hair. The Anakin, like I said, puffy, puffy hair, but somewhat long, right? Not long like straight long, but it's long. This here, right, compared to what I just said, compared to all those long-haired figures, is not a long-haired figure, right? It's not. Yes, he's got longer hair than your standard Luke, but it's not a long-haired figure. The fact that they went out of the way to make it artisan tells you that if the figure, just like I told you guys plenty of times, and from the moment that they started making these, not every figure is going to necessarily be a long-haired figure like in length, but stay tuned because we're getting way more artisan figures like these. Semi-short hair, not always super, super long hair. What do you expect with artisan in the future in general, Brandon?
You know, I was kind of asking myself that a few minutes ago because, like, I see. Okay, obviously that's the artisan edition, but I mean, other than the hair, like, okay, that looks rooted. But when we went back a couple images, that looks sculpted, and I get it. I get that. You know, artisan is rooted.
See,
I'm starting to lose the hype for it. Like
for what, the artisan?
Yeah, because, like, what are we getting other than rooted hair? What are we getting with it? Like, are we supposed to be
That's it.
like, when we
That's
see
the thing.
artisan, we just think rooted hair?
That's it. That's it. It's the most basic. It's your most basic figure, but what makes that figure special is only the hair. Period. The fanciest figure that we've gotten from the artisan line has been who?
Jack
Scarlet
Sparrow?
Witch. No, Scarlet Witch.
Oh, right.
Scarlet Witch has the fanciest base. And then
Right.
obviously, you know, I'm gonna say the second one would be Captain Jack Sparrow. You know?
Yeah, because he comes with, like, the wave and the
Correct.
wheel and all that kind of stuff.
Correct.
So, like, this is what I see. Okay, so, like, we get a standard release of a figure, and then we get a deluxe, and the deluxe usually has, like, 3 or more bonus pieces of kit that you don't get otherwise. I think
Depending on
the
the release.
Bespin
Yes.
Luke was the disappointing one. It only came with the helmet or something
Correct.
like no, it came with the
Correct.
Dagobah base too. But that was I felt like that was a light drop. I feel like if we've got 3 tiers that are collectors, deluxe, and artisan, I feel like we should probably get a little bit more. Like, I feel like if we're gonna classify it as an artisan release, then, like, we need more. Like, we need more value for it, because, like, why not just say, you know, why not have a deluxe and then a deluxe rooted? You know, it's like we're calling it artisan edition, so maybe we get a second head sculpt with a different expression on it, or you know, just something to make it feel more elite and more special. Like, just the fact that we're going in and we're cutting it off at 100, or I'm sorry, at 1,000 or 1,500 pieces for that release. Oh, okay. It has rooted hair. That's the only difference. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm getting taken for a ride a little bit, and I was super excited over the Anakin AE. So
Yeah, the Anakin is 3,500 pieces. The what do you call it? The artisan. So
oh, the Luke, yeah.
Yeah, the Luke, the 3,500. So you make a great point. The fact that you're mentioning and you're saying that you feel cheated and a little bit, you know, ripped off with the prices of the artisan compared to the amount of accessories and stuff we get in general, right? So perfect example is Anakin. Anakin was the most basic artisan figure made. It was the very first one. It's the crappiest base, and it's the most basic. The fact that you feel that way, it's for this reason. Hot Toys had never cared for rooting anything, right? The females always had that doll hair, and that was as far as they went, right? It was never really styled. It was always just, you know, your doll hair, and that was it. The reason why you may feel ripped off and like we're getting taken advantage of with these announcements, with these figures, with the artisan line specifically, is because remember that because Hot Toys was not involved in any of this before Inart showed up, they jumped on it because they noticed that people only wanted the hair. People were going crazy for Inart because of only the hair.
The hair.
So
yeah,
Hot Toys came in and said, Oh, you want hair? I'll give
we're
you
going to tap
hair.
that market.
Exactly. So they're giving you hair. The people were losing their minds over InArt's hair. Now you're getting hair. So we're overpaying for fake hair because people accepted the overcharging of InArt for their rooting stuff. So now Hot Toys, when they know that they're way better than InArt, period, why would they allow this company, this crappy company at that, to come in and take over this market that Hot Toys knows they could do better? Not only can they do it better, but they could give us way more product from it. Think about InArt's product lineup and how much they're pumping out figure after figure after figure. They're not. But Hot Toys gets into artisan, and what are they doing? How many artisans have we got already? 5?
Yeah.
And InArt, being the king, doesn't even have 5 figures out.
Yeah.
So it's a joke. So that's my point. That's why I feel like we're getting ripped. That's why we may feel like.
Yeah. So you think it's just market cap?
Correct. That they're capitalizing on the hair. We wanted hair. They saw people were going crazy for hair. Here's your hair. InArt is a crappy company charging you, $400 and up for rooting. Why can't we?
Yeah.
Having as many.
Yeah, and I get it. And that's a little bit of a disappointment. I mean, I would really like to see, bases, dios, just anything that and I like, I don't like the term ripped off because, like that can get thrown around.
No, right.
But I just wish there was more value for the money. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe I'm phrasing that wrong. I would be okay if it cost more, if it just came with more stuff. Like, give me a reason to want to buy the artisan edition.
Well, that's the thing. They're giving you the reason. The reason is the wool hair. That's it.
Just rooted hair. I feel like we could, like, that could almost be like an afterthought where they're like, did you buy Luke Skywalker? Oh, well, now for $199.99 you can get this head sculpt with the rooted hair, or you know what I mean? Like, it's just not enough to make me feel like I have something that other people want that I'm proud of that I got. It's like, yeah, rooted hair is great, but rooted hair, another base, maybe, I don't know, like
you want to feel more special with the item.
Yes, because it's artisan edition. You know what I mean? So like, you know what would be good? Oh, that's it. Okay, for an artisan edition, what you should get is rooted hair and a seamless body with a metal exoskeleton or a metal endoskeleton.
So
okay, because the issue that I have, the only issue that I have that makes me feel like my Hot Toys products don't have the value that they should, is these plastic bodies that have such limited posing. Okay, like you just saw it. So I'm trying to raise the arm above the elbow, and you just can't. It flings back down. You can take the bodysuit off, okay, and get more out of it, but like that's really all that you get. Okay, when you look at do I have a Bison laying around? I feel like I just so yeah, let me go ahead and grab one of these. And it's like, don't laugh, it's a work in progress.
Talon, welcome. I just had to say.
But like, check this out, okay? With this body, like, you can do an unlimited number of things with it. Like, look at, like, you can do so much. They're so dynamic when it comes to posing. Like I mean, you can do flips, you can do all kinds of different things.
Just do me a favor, just be careful with the butt, because then Lucha gets all excited. Well, he gets excited, so.
I thought you were saying I was going to be the next demonetization monster.
Well, that probably too, but Lucha's more important.
It's just. I mean, even if it was I don't know that, it doesn't have to be silicone. It can be cheap rubber. It could be anything, because like on that Luke, for example, there's no skin showing. Okay. But if we had a body that was way more dynamically posable, then I could get behind that. Like, give me a rooted head sculpt. Okay. And give me a stainless steel skeleton inside the body, and I'm happy. At that point, I'm thrilled, and I'll pay another $100 for it.
Yeah, that's true. That makes sense. Peyton, welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got TX Boy says, agree. I would rather have a second sculpt. to go with my artisan. So yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. We're overpaying, right? Again, because of InArt, we're overpaying for just rooted, right? For the artisan stuff, nothing extra, nothing crazy. But again, remember that there's two benefits out of that. The first one, the rooted, right? Not everybody's going to get it. It's limited. So it's you get a hair upgrade, and you get the fact that not everybody's going to get one. So if you care about exclusivity, that should be a bonus for you. And if you are a rooted lover, like for whatever reason, it felt like everybody, as soon as InArt came out with that Joker, suddenly everybody was a what do you call it? A rooting, fan. Everybody all of a sudden loved rooting, right? So that's the point. So they're just getting involved in it because they figured, why not? We can make more money from giving them the same exact thing. Why not? You know what I mean? So I don't have a problem with that. I understand what they're trying to do. I understand that they just got into the rooting game because of InArt, just to take from them and to make sure, that they don't go anywhere, because that was their thing. That was their hook for the community was, Viper's overseeing the rooting of the Joker. Meanwhile, whoever knew who Viper was, everybody was, oh my God, Viper, Viper, Viper. It turns out Viper didn't do anything, So
right.
There you go. Not getting leather with artisan Anakin is still a fail, in my opinion. But I'll be, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? You could always demand or want different things that Hot Toys won't provide, right? But Hot Toys will always try to give you the best possible, figure all around. I have a feeling, though, I can tell you this: all this bottom stuff here is most likely from the new Vader that came out from the
or the new Starkiller.
Oh, that too. True. Yep.
Yeah, because that's a smaller build. It's a smaller body.
That's true. Yep. I figure they reuse that stuff. Nathan, thank you for being here. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Talon says 5 figures is equal 10 years. Exactly. That's the InArt promise. Brad says I'll only officially accept Hot Toys when they start doing gel bodies. This guy, Jeff, how are you, my friend? Says a number plaque would be great. That would be cool. But again, even that doesn't even matter.
Bingo.
You really
give me a certificate of authenticity that says number 1 of 3,500. Okay, and give me have the number etched on the plaque, or like a widened plaque that has the number /of. Yeah, absolutely. Now we're talking.
I would rather have a nameplate with my name on it, signed by Jazz Inc. What about you?
Dude, nope. There was such a passive argument on one of my posts. I don't remember what it was. I think I posted because I'm buying collections right now, and so I posted in OSR. I was like looking for collections, or looking for Bad Batch 4 bangers, whatever it was that I was posting about. And it's like, especially loose and damaged. I love loose and damaged figures. So somebody says, "Hey, I've got a Jazz Inc. I don't know, it was a snow speeder or something." And I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for parts, So I didn't even reply to that comment. And somebody else is like, how much? And the guy goes, look it up on Jazz Inc.'s website. Whoa. Like, how about you just spit it out, bro? We know if it says Jazz Inc., it's going to be well over $1,000. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my God.
I mean, I'm not afraid of sticker shock, but like, that was super aggressive. I thought, man, like, are you trying to sell this thing, or do you just want to pour it out on people? Like, what are you trying to, I don't know, man. It was rough.
That's crazy. Eric says sculpted looks better. Yeah, sculpted does look better. So we're gonna get into that one too, guys. So let me zoom out. So again, gorgeous head sculpt, guys. This thing, at least to me right now, is a 10 all day long. It's a sexy looking figure. Like Brandon said, I understand what they're trying to do. I like it. I really think it's cool, but the rooting is not doing it for me. I think the sculpted looks much better. Looks more natural, right? The hair looks more natural.
I just hope it comes off, man. If it comes off and you can swap it out with other ones, I don't even know what I would do with it. I hope it comes off. Keep the consistency. All the mall heads have that magnetic neck peg, okay? all the Lukes have that swappable hair. Like let's keep doing. Let's stay consistent.
What hair would you want to put on this?
I have no clue. That's what I was just thinking. Is I mean, windswept might be a decent look. You know what I mean? Because with a windswept, you could do something like like an environment background or whatnot, like almost like Vader's gantry. Because in that scene the wind is always blowing up, so you could do a darker themed backdrop with the windswept hair, and then he'll have the dark side corruption that's in his eye
That'd
pits and
be
his
sick.
cheeks and stuff.
Yes,
I
yes.
think that would be pretty cool.
That would be
Um,
sick.
what else I would like to do, and I know it's a little bit wild, but I would pull the arm off of him and cut the suit, and I would replace the arm with that Anakin robotic arm, which I think would
Yes,
be a cool thing. Like you
that
could
would be
almost do your own Mythos
sick.
Luke Skywalker. Bro, that's it. Let me get a hold of my supplier. I need 25 of these
Yo,
immediately.
that is sick. Can you imagine swapping the arm for that robotic arm?
Yeah. I've got 2 of them if anybody's looking. Actually, I got 1.
Sick.
The other one's for me.
I think the other one's for me. No, that is sick. How do you feel about the sculpted hair, though?
I love it. I mean, I really like the rooted hair, but I think they both look great. I think that the sculpted one looks good enough that I won't be mad if I miss the artisan. Because why? All you get with the artisan is just the rooted hair. If there was a base, if there was something else, and I'm going to keep harping on that, but if there was something else to incentivize me to like, I'll be shooting for the artisan because, I like the rooted hair and I think the figure is worth it, but yeah, I won't be mad if I miss it.
So now, question: if you're looking for the sculpted to have magnetic hair, if you get the rooted, what are you going to do? You can't do anything.
Right. No, I'll buy them both. If that's
I
the
got
case.
you. I got you. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I mean, I don't know what I would do. Okay, this is what I would do. So I would display the rooted one, and I would cut the sculpted one to pieces. Like I said, I would cut the suit way back to replace that arm and be able to show off the mechanical prowess to it. I would look for Sith holocrons. I would look for all kinds of just dark side theme memorabilia. I would definitely swap that belt out, or at least remove the belt boxes. I love. Can we get a picture of more of his body? Because
Right here.
and we gotta move the comment because I can't see the legs so well. Okay, so in this area, what I would do is it's hard to say. I would probably definitely lose the cod piece just because it's so bulky. And then I would look for I might even just cut it off of a Book of Boba Fett, but the Book of Boba Fett has an under tunic with a comma built into it, like a waist skirt. So I don't know if the tabard that he's wearing, I'm assuming it's just like Vader's and it's not going to cover in the back behind his legs, but I would go for more like the robe look. So I would take that outfit, another piece of fabric that would cover it up so it looked more like he was wearing a robe rather than pants underneath.
Right.
With the robotic arm, and then he's
sick.
got a really pensive look on his face.
Right.
So with the windswept hair, you could almost pose him like staring into a holocron, right? Like standing over a pit or something with a dark background, and the wind is blowing through his hair, and maybe use a black twist tie to under the collar to levitate his lightsaber hilt, as if he's staring into this holocron and his lightsaber is floating around him and the wind is blowing in his hair. I think that would be a great kind of near dark side or genuine dark side Luke.
You pretty much.
Other bit. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you pretty much just made a custom out of that figure.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I would shred it to pieces and
sick,
it would be
that's a great idea though. You know how incredible that would look? My God.
Oh yeah. It would be amazing. If I could like free myself from my 2 jobs and my my nonsense and my executive dysfunction, whatever the heck you want to call it. I mean,
Big Rib, welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. It's all right.
I can get more done.
Well, yeah, no. Give me a rate, 1 to 10.
6.9.
No.
Doesn't mean I don't like it.
What do you mean
6.9?
6.9?
It doesn't mean I don't like it, Fab. It's
6,
what it is
9.
is I see too many reused parts. And again, if somebody says, Brandon, did you not read the comic books? This is exactly what he looked like in the comic books. And I'm gonna be like, hey, I'll have a Coke and a smile. I'm glad you got exactly what you wanted. I like this doesn't excite me. You know what I mean? There's too many reused parts. There's too many, like, yes, like we were talking about the belt. That's absolutely a nod to Vader. I get it. I'm on board, but I think the execution could have been better. So it's not a bad fig. It's just not something that I would totally. I mean, when I saw it, okay, when there is okay, so there it is. When there is a figure release, I get excited, even if I'm not going to order it. Okay, like droids, I mistakenly went ahead and passed on. You know, things like that. I don't get excited about. But 99% of the drops that come out for Star Wars are instant pre-order for me. You know, and I always set one aside for myself. So yeah, like see this is good, but I don't get like look at his sleeves in this one. Can we go back now? Can we swap back to the images of the figure?
Yeah, hold on.
I don't think you have enough tabs open, bro.
Really.
Your computer's screaming that it only has 16 gigs of RAM that you need to shut Chrome down.
Google Chrome tells me that every day.
Okay, I see. He's kind of got the puffy sleeves. You know what I would have rather seen? Let me send you this. This will.
But look how sharp he looks.
That?
He's a very clean, sharp figure. I think just standing there, he's going to look so badass. Putting him next to Vader, oh, gorgeous.
Okay, that I'll get behind. That I'll get behind 100%.
Next to Vader, especially next to the Obi-Wan Vader, oh my God, that's going to be
beautiful. And then Padme on the other side with that head.
And Padme on the other side. Oh, yo. Put Padme's head on
do I send this
body.
to you on Facebook? Huh? Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, man. What'd you say?
I send this to you on Facebook, or do I put it in the studio chat?
No, send it to me on Facebook Messenger so I can pull it up.
Okay.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Yeah, no, he looks
okay.
beautiful.
It's going to be a little pixelated because I couldn't find a large one quickly, but
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. All right, let me know when you send it.
Okay, there it's there. So like I would have rather seen with his sleeves, and like you brought up the comic book covers that showed like his sleeves blowing in the wind as he strikes. I would have rather seen sleeves like this on the figure.
He looks
and again, maybe it's just exactly. So, but I would look at the sleeves though. I would rather see the sleeves.
Oh, you like the loose sleeves. You like that. You like the what do you call it? The robe look.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But even these sleeves don't look like your standard Jedi robes.
Well, there's supposed to be a throwback toward them. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be reminiscent of. They're not supposed to be actual, you know?
Gotcha.
But like, especially with Revan, I would have liked to see like I'm so excited about that. Like, I mean, I kind of don't want to see a Nihilus because I've got an amazing custom, but I also want to see a Nihilus, you know? So I'd like to see Nihilus. I'd like to see Darth Treya, Darth Sion, gosh, who else? And especially these concept characters. If you guys in the chat and the viewers, if you guys have never looked it up, Google the Star Wars Battlefront 3 concept images. Okay, because Battlefront 3 was almost released. It was very close to being released when the company that was developing Battlefront 1 and 2, they lost the license, and the license went to EA, and we got loot boxes and pay to win. But if you look at the concepts, there's got to be 10 or 15 different concepts for each character. What they were going to do is they were going to have light side and dark side versions of all the different characters. There are dark side Leias, there are dark side Lukes, and if you're into customs, they are amazing reference images for doing customs. There's a reclaimed Darth Vader where his cybernetic parts are still showing, and like his head's all bald, but like he's wearing Jedi robes and lighter colors and stuff. Like there are a lot of really amazing designs. There are dark side Mace Windu variants. There are dark side Obi-Wan Kenobi variants, and they're all really, really amazing. Battlefront 3 concept images or concept art.
That's awesome. Talon has a message for you. Says this figure deserves way higher. 9 out of 10 looks killer. See, nobody likes her 6 point. Nobody likes her 6.9.
How dare you?
I know.
Take out there.
6ix9ine no Diddy.
6ix9ine no Diddy. All right, guys. So we did it. So as you know, we got to wait for Saturday. Mike will be here. Hopefully Brandon will be back if he could make it. Hopefully he'll be done with his news by then. It's only been 3 months.
So I know it's been 6 weeks. It's been 6 weeks, but yeah, we're finally I had to make some changes, but we're finally on track and we're finally where we're supposed to be. And there's only a couple things that I got to take care of before I'm ready to announce. So looking forward to that.
All right, cool. All right, guys. So thank you guys for watching. As always, don't forget, we'll be back Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Hopefully we're going to have a big panel. I'm going to try to get a big panel because I'm noticing that when I have a big panel, there's a lot of we have a lot of good discussions. We have a lot of good conversations. So I'm gonna try to get a good one for Saturday. That's why I said I hope hopefully Brandon will make it. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.